Hello Internet. This is not going to be a repair video. This is going to be one of those videos that I don't really know how to do, but I'm going to do it anyway, and I'll do it the best way I can. Um, this video is a huge thanks to everybody who had helped me out financially, spiritually, morally, whatever support I've got from all of you was way more than I ever expected. It was way more than I even dreamed about, and I can't even thank enough of all of you. A lot of the help, emotional, spiritual, financial, especially financial, came from all of my viewers with a donation on the fundraiser page. I think it was like $33,000 plus minus a few $100 total. And so I'm doing this video for a couple of reasons. Not only to show my appreciation for all of you, but also I wanted to kind of explain where finances went, how much things cost, and where I'm at right now, and what I'm going to do about it. So, and by the way, the laptop that you're viewing right now, this was a laptop that was donated to me a while ago. I was never able to fix this. It had some kind of a CPU related issue. I think the CPU was short or something. So customer donated the laptop, and what I ended up doing is I bought a donor board from a very similar laptop. It was the same board, same revision, same everything, but there was a little tiny change that I could never able to figure out, and that change has something to do with the way that the power button behaves. I've asked several times to help with the power button issue. Basically, you press the power button. I'm pressing the power button right now. Nothing happens. I have to hold the power button for like 3 seconds, just long enough to trigger the shutdown process, like a soft shutdown. But if I hold it any longer, it'll go into a hard shutdown. So it will turn on normally, but so basically what I'm doing is I'm just gonna go in here and then shut down from the start menu. It'll shut down just fine. The battery is charging, I think. Yeah, battery is charging slowly but surely. Put in a brand new battery in there. Everything seems to work. The temperatures are good on the CPU. CPU is not overheating. The GPU is not overheating. By the way, this one's got a 12th gen i7 right here, 16 gigs of RAM. We have one drive that's a 256 gigabyte SSD, NVMe rather, and the GPU is 3060. Yeah, so it's a 6 gigabyte 3060 non-TI. And so let me go and close this. This is boring. So basically, it's a perfectly working laptop. So let me go and shut this down. And so where was I? Hold on, I'm waiting for this thing to shut down. There. All right, so perfectly working laptop with the exception of the power button that I have to kind of hold for like 3 seconds and then let go as soon as I see the shutdown thing on the screen. So that way it'll shut itself down properly. And so I think I'm gonna have to wipe this wipe the system, the operating system off of it so that you can install your own. But regardless, so what ended up happening with the funeral expenses is that because my sister was a murder victim, the just the cemetery cost was $8,400 roughly. I'm just giving you very rough numbers. I'm just gonna round it. Not gonna give you like pennies or cents or any of that. So it was like $8,400 for the cemetery costs. But because she was a victim of a murder, the cemetery or the government granted $8,000 discount. So that left $400. Then we put that $8,000 into a gravestone. I think the way it works is like they give you a discount, but you ended up spending on something else. So it's like you end up spending the same money that you expected anyway. But regardless, we ordered like a medium-sized gravestone so that people won't be walking over her grave not knowing that she's even there. Then flowers and everything. That was $3,000. The hole in the ground, and so the hole in the ground, that's like it's a place at the cemetery where you get to bury. So the hole itself, and then we had the meal at church after that. We had to pay for food, for the rental place or whatever. That was all of that was ordered for 75 plus people, but that many people didn't show up. But regardless, the expenses still took place, and that was actually supposed to be paid. It wasn't supposed to be paid, but the pastor of that church where my sister went, where we used to go for years before, he was just so forward with helping us out and whatnot. He used, I think they used like a orphans and widows fund, which means my sister was a widow, so she kind of qualified. And then the pastor knew us personally, so they took the money out of that fund to pay for the funeral hole, for the hole in the ground, as well as for the after the funeral meal. And all of that ended up costing about $7,000 or so, or maybe a little bit more, maybe eight. But as soon as the pastor found out that we had the fundraiser, his face changed, and we didn't realize it until some people told us. So basically, he got mad that he helped us out, and so what I ended up doing, I just wrote him a $10,000 check, so that way we owe him nothing. And so then my sister, she left a car after she died. She had a car. It was a 2015 Camry. It was, I think it's like 70, maybe 80,000. I think it was like 70 something thousand miles on it. So I looked it up, and it cost about $15,000. And so instead of keeping that money, what I ended up doing is uh, my sister, right before she died, she would stay at my cousin, and my cousin would take care of all of her needs. And that my cousin's wife, she has a sister too, and that sister happened to be a widow, just like my sister. And she just recently, either herself or her daughter, got into a car accident and basically wrecked her car. And so you kind of see where I'm going with this. I ended up taking my sister's car. I haven't given it to them yet. The car is still in my name, but I'm giving that car to them so that she took care of my sister widow, and I'm gonna take care of his sister widow. And all of this is possible only because all of you had given me the financial support that was far beyond my wildest dreams. And so then about $1,000 trip uh, back and forth for me and my mother, and some minor expenses here and there. And so that, if we take the car into the account that I'm giving away, so if you account that as me losing money, then I'm kind of getting to about $33,000 range, which is basically how I explain. It's basically almost 100% of the money that you guys ended up donating to us. So to show my appreciation to all of my community that I don't even deserve to have. And I'm super thankful for all of you. God bless you, every single one of you, especially everyone that helped. Some people would contact me and give me some heartwarming words that I didn't expect, and they were like super helpful. Thank you very much. Even if you donated nothing or you donated $1, it didn't matter. The words, they were like super helpful. Just warmed up my heart and helped us all go through this. Regardless, so this laptop's gonna be a giveaway, so it's free for anyone to grab. I will be shipping all of my giveaways for for free anywhere in the US. So, and I also have a couple of things to give away as a sign of appreciation. I have this MSI 3090 fixed, everything works. Then I have accumulated these over the years. This is a 3090 Founders Edition. Also works perfectly fine. So all of these are fixed. I have an MSI Supreme, also 3090. And I just recently bought this just specifically for this giveaway. I bought it. It's on 100% working MSI 5080. So all of these GPUs, including the laptop, will be given away absolutely free. I will ship it absolutely free anywhere in the US as a sign of my appreciation for every single one of you. I'm actually thinking, I don't know if I should go this route. I'm kind of hesitant about doing like a worldwide shipping because there could be countries with the sanctions and whatnot. So I would rather, and then it ships overseas. It could get lost. It could get damaged. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna go this route. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this in the U.S. only. I know it sounds a bit unfair, but the risk is too great shipping things like that overseas, and I'd rather not. So regardless, I'm gonna do a giveaway. There's gonna be a link in the description, or maybe I will pin it to the comment section. And that page, one of you helped me out to set it up. I hope that page will work. Basically, all you need to do is to enter your email. You'll get an email verification. You click the link to verify, and then you enter a basically selection. So I'm gonna let that poll run for a couple of days. And so all of these things will be listed on there, and you'll be randomly selected. And then once the event is over, I'll get an email notification. Give me the email addresses of all of the winners, and then I'll contact each and every one of the winners personally, getting your basically your address and ship it out to you. So that's basically all I wanted to say today. Again, thank you very much for all of your help. I mean, $33,000 don't just lay it around, you know. And if it wasn't for all of you, I'd probably be in a very huge pile of debt right now. So yeah, don't ask me where all these GPUs come from. These are all like years of collecting dead cores and not dead cores, but cores and cards we get donated because the board was beyond repair. Some of these cards came from the era where I didn't even do board swaps. And in some of these boards, I think one of that Founders Edition came from the board from a customer where every single chip on the board just died after reball. So I would just go replace every single chip, one chip at a time, and they just all die one after another. So, and then the cost of the chips, given, you know, how the chips cost nowadays, it just ended up being too high, so he donated the card, and I almost ran out of my chips to getting this one fixed. Yeah. All of my chips here that were supposed to be here, yeah, all of them are gone after fixing a couple of these 3090s. Still have a few other ones left, but definitely not enough for any 3090 to be fixed like that anytime soon. But regardless, I hope this is okay. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. But I think I'm okay. I'm doing the best I can to be as fair as possible to everyone. I absolutely hate to owe anything to anyone, so I'm giving away as much as I can, as much as I have currently at the very least. And I wish you all good luck. And that will be it, I guess. Goodbye.